This is Honors Algebra 2 Pre-Calculus. We're doing section 9.1 in Pre-Calc, which is sequences and series. So for example 5, we're given a recursive formula. We're given that a sub 1 equals 2, and that a sub n, for n values greater than or equal to 2, is negative 2 times a sub n minus 1, meaning the term before a sub n, all plus a 1. So we're going to find the first 5 terms of the sequence. So I already know the first one, right? So a sub 1 is already a 2, right? A sub 2 should be a negative 2 times a sub 1 plus a 1. Well, that's a negative 2 times the term right before this plus a 1, so I get negative 4 plus 1, which is negative 3. A sub 3 should be a negative 2 times a sub 2 plus a 1, meaning it's a negative 2 times the negative 3 plus a 1. So that's a 6 plus 1, which is a 7. A sub 4 should be a negative 2 times a sub 3, the term that just happened, plus 1, which would be a negative 2 times a 7 plus a 1. Well, that's a negative 14 plus a 1, so that's a negative 13. And finally, my a sub 5 should be a negative 2 times that sorry, skipped a step. You don't have to write this middle step. I'm just trying to show you where it came from. Negative 2 times a sub 4 plus a 1, which is a negative 2 times a negative 13 plus a 1. Well, that's a positive 26 plus 1, so I get a 27. So if I want to write this in a nicer way, right, if I want to write it out a little bit nicer, my terms of my sequence are 2, comma, negative 3, comma, 7, comma, negative 13, comma, 27, dot, 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 right? Those are my first 5 terms of my sequence.